Hey troops, it's Roy from the Geek's Adventures. Woohoo! Broadcasting from the Clintonville section of Columbus, Ohio. So got a little geek project today. It is a Voltron weapon modification. Woo! If you remember a couple months ago, actually more than a couple months, like a year ago, a while ago, I bought the 14-inch deluxe mega posable Voltron from Voltron, the legendary defender, with the whole opening wings, all this stuff. And I got this because you're wondering, why didn't you just get the transformable one? Heard too many nightmare stories about trying to disassemble the thing and having tails break and everything. Went, no, not doing that. And went with the not transformable, but doesn't break as easily version. Which is actually, I'm very satisfied. I've got the review out there. Go look under my playlist under toy reviews. Okay, it's in there. It's very good, very posable. Okay, it's really loud and annoying, but hey, done lots of cool stuff. Came with the obligatory giant sword. Okay, it's not blazing, but you get the idea. The one thing I was bummed about, it didn't come with anything else. I mean, in the show, you got the shield. This thing comes off as a shield. The shoulder cannon. I mean, if you look at the Megazords that Bandai's been putting out, Hasbro Transformers, all this stuff, tons of weapons. Guys, part of the fun of something like this is weapons, accessories, stuff. So a couple months ago, if you look at my, go to my playlist under Geek Projects, I built my own version of the shoulder cannon and the sword, and the shield, excuse me, and you're going, yeah, what happened to them? Well, one, I mean, if you're looking at them right now, I mean, they were serviceable, they weren't bad. They were obviously kit bashed. And then one day, they got dropped and things fell apart and went, no, we're not rebuilding this. It just didn't. You walk that fine line when you kit bash things to add to already existing pieces, and it just didn't look good. So for now, we'll see what happens. Maybe we'll get lucky and something will come about. Something did. Playmates put out a new version of the figure with shoulder cannon. Now, obviously, the pieces are out. Shoulder cannon and shield, and this is the way it looks like on the back. So you've got a shoulder cannon and the shield. And the way it works is the shoulder cannon's got this giant gray, kind of claw piece that fits onto the shoulder piece here. And on the shield, it's got this little knob thing that plugs into here. Now, this is a 12-inch version of Voltron. And I figured, how bad can it be for it to switch, right? So, cut glue. The good news is that, well, cut glue. Well, not perfect, but oops. Like I said, not perfect by any means. But there you go. There's a shoulder cannon and there's a shield. So, do I have measurements and a 3D printer and blah 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 blah? I make a lot of stuff. My crafting is MacGyver styled crafting, which unfortunately means eyeball. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Cut, glue. Oh, that didn't work out right. Okay, pull it off. Tinker. Oops. Tinker, glue. So what did I do? Okay, remember the gray claw thing I was talking to you about? I cut off part of it here so that the whole pink. This, unfortunately, no surprise, the 12-inch to 14-inch scale made a big difference trying to get this thing onto this. So the only way to get it to fit was basically to cut off a big chunk of the claw and glue a ton of plastic. This bright yellow plastic you see is actually from kitty litter containers. Not the perfect color, but close enough. The nice thing about it, what I like about it, is the fact that the top of the containers has all these kind of neat little extra pieces that flare out and kind of look like vents and whatnot. So they kind of add a little detail to the figure. So what I did was, let's see, so cut off this part, which means this hooky part actually does still sort of kind of fit on to this fairing, this little shoulder piece here. So that fits there. And what I did was basically I just kind of glued tons of stuff on. There's a yellow plastic plate here that goes over the gray piece. And to hold it in place on this side, on the shoulder, oh, let me actually pull out the shield before it drops again. And I glued another piece of plastic here that's attaching to the opposite side of where this round piece is, so it kind of holds it in place. Now, basically what happens is it kind of created this little groove that the black shoulder piece is fitting into. Does it fit like snugly with a little good firm latch? No, but as you can tell, it fits close enough actually. And the nice thing is that the shoulder cannon still does swivel back and forth. After cutting this piece here, I had to do a little bit of cutting in the little piece in here, a little bit shaving things off to get this to fit on sort of kind of close enough. And then from there was gluing stuff on and just eyeballing like crazy. Let's see, you got the big chunk of yellow plastic here. On this side, there's one chunk of plastic that started things off because cut, measure, don't need no stinking measure. So the first piece fit here, and the realization of, oops, I need to add another piece of plastic. So the second piece of plastic, longer one, and I'm actually kind of glad it worked out because it ended up kind of extending out, and this kind of adds a little stability and firmness so that it actually fits on top of this black. See the little shoulder, this little shoulder section here fits on top of it. Like I said, I mean, it's not brilliant. It's not super firmly in place, but fits pretty well. I'm kind of surprised. The shield, now the funny thing is technically the shield on the smaller piece, it fits into there's a little hole here where the shield fit onto, and there's a little peg on the shield itself. Now, the original plan was, okay, how hard can it be to stick a handle on this thing and shove it in the opening mouth? Because this thing is designed to open up. It opens, and it opens and closes. Ended up being a little bit harder than anticipated. The closure on the mouth is not as tight as you would think. And unfortunately, what ended up happening is that I cut off the peg. And this little doodad here, this is is a piece from a gaming system. So it kind of formed the perfect handle. This little yellow piece here is a little bit of reinforcement to help it all just kind of stick in because my glue is being stubborn. And in order to add stability, I added this little plastic flap here to help hold everything up. So that when you put it in the mouth of the green lion and you close it, there you go. See, now, whoops. And of course now it's not being really cooperative. So you get it in the right spot, and it holds it. And you see here the little piece here, the plastic flap, kind of gives it a little extra lift so it actually kind of looks straight. And it actually works well. Looks pretty good with everything. It blends a lot better than my kit bashing. Yeah, it was kind of cute, fun to do, blah, 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 but this looks like it belongs on the piece. And of course, you got the sword. So again, like I said, unfortunately, I do not have any plans, measurements, no 3D printing. To be frank, a lot of this, like I said, this is all MacGyver. It was looking at stuff and going, well, I've got these plastic pieces. Okay, we got glue. We've got a file. We've got a hacksaw and tools. Let's build something. And actually works really well. I know, technically the shield, it's really back here. I like the way this looks. And actually, honestly, it does look cool. I mean, oops. See, the problem. I wasn't kidding about the mouth not gripping things strong enough. I mean, there are probably a lot of solutions that could be done to hold it in, but I'm tired. It's been a long week. I'm not into majorly re-engineering things. But the nice thing is that, I mean, kidding aside, it really does look good. Everything together really does look good. I mean, the cannon, I mean, I wasn't kidding about the stability of the cannon. As much as it's just kind of sitting there by its own weight and friction. I mean, look at this. I'm kind of tinkering with this thing. Cannon's not moving. It's staying really stable. And then here you go with the shield goes in, and see? It's not a perfect fit. There are probably a bajillion different modifications I can do to it to actually fit better, but I mean, it's holding. See? It's holding. So, gets to look all cool and badass. Look, I have it in flying formation. Shh. Insert your special effects. Lotor's on that cyclone. I will defeat you, Voltron. And I'm like, yeah, bring it, mofo. Hey, it would be kind of nice to have a giant adversary. Hint, hint, hint. Just saying. Anyway, so that's the mod. It's not brilliant, but it works. Like I said, it works. Works pretty well. Everything just kind of looks like it belongs. And the nice thing is that if you do want to try this, it can be done. And I mean, it took like maybe 2-3 hours, most of which was spent going, wow, that was a dumb idea. Let's try this. Oh, that was a really dumb idea. Let's try this. So hey, please look at what I've done, and odds are you'll probably think of a much more brilliant and neater way of doing this. What you'll need is just the 12-inch Voltron with shoulder cannon and shield. And yes, you're going, what are you gonna do with the other Voltron? Come on, if you kit bash, come on, you'll think of something. So there you go. Something fun to tinker with. God, I'm running out of time. Oops. Hey, I'll have a good rest of the weekend. May the odds be in your favor. May the force be with you. And as always, be good to each other. Okay, peeps. Take care. Bye.